Alright, so to solve this, on the next line, guys, you're going to move that 2 over, and it's going to be negative now. Now that it's negative, we're going to get rid of this square root. To undo a square root, we're going to square it. But remember, it's an equation. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So over there on the left side, y'all, it's just x plus 10. Oh, but look at the right side. You better FOIL that out without showing any work. Do it in your head.
We have to make it like how you just did it. Oh.
That's right, that's right. So this is x squared, what? Minus 4x. Whatever sign is there goes there. What's the last term?
4.
It's always positive. Good. Good. Now from here, look at your last line of work. Do you have an x squared term? There you do, it's right there. Every time you have x squared, your very next line has to be set equal to 0. So I'm going to write 0 equals, y'all, this stuff is moving over there. So minus x minus 10.
That's it.
This is going to be x minus 6 and then x plus 1. Negative 6 times a positive 1 makes negative 6. Negative 6 plus 1 makes negative 5. So, remember, x always equals opposite. So if there's a minus 6 right there, then I know one of the answers. That's a positive 1. The other answer is negative 1. Now, one of those is extraneous. Let me show you.
Is it the negative one?
Remember this line of my work. I moved the I moved the 2 over to the other side. He's right. The extraneous is the negative answer, but not because it's negative, because when you plug it in right here, it's negative. Sometimes negative answers work. This time it doesn't. When you plug in negative 1 right here, what's negative 1 minus 2?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Can a square root equal a negative number? Nope. So guys, your symbols are coming back. Remember, your good answers go in braces. Your bad answers go in parentheses. That's it. This is going to be x plus 6 to the 1/2 equals 2x minus 4 to the 1/2. So this time it's not a radical, it's a rational exponent. It's raised to a fraction. What is the denominator of the fraction?
4. I mean 2.
2. We're going to raise both sides to 2. We're going to raise this side to a 2. We're going to raise this side to a 2. Now remember, those are going to cancel out. So now we're left with this. Right, Hayden, you watching? All right, do you have an x squared term? No. This is a junior high problem. You just solve for x on this. Do not set it equal to 0. Just go ahead and solve for x. So it looks like we're going to get an answer of x equals 10. Look at the problem. Look at the denominator of the problem. Is the denominator of the original problem odd or even?
Even.
Cannot be negative in the parentheses. Same as the square root. Y'all, these numbers are small. We can check it. Let's plug in 10. What's 10 plus 6? A positive number. 16. What's 20 minus 4? Same thing.
16.
We're good. Y'all put that 10 in the good group symbols.
That's
The braces. Alright, so we're going to be dealing with x plus 5 raised to the 1/2 equals 3. Get rid of that denominator.
2 raised to 2.
That's right. Y'all, this is just x plus 5 equals 9. Like, this is easier to solve than the other one. What does x equal?
4.
Sure does. Y'all, if you plug in a 4 right there, would you get a positive answer?
Yes.
Put it in the good group.
Sorry, where do you put the 4 in?
Denominator.
You go.
Why this teacher got you?
Because it doesn't
Who's gonna fall for it?
It doesn't go all the way over.
What do you mean?
It's minus 18.
That doesn't go all the way over.
Isolate that. Subtract 18 from both sides. What do you get?
Negative 18.
Well, there's our positive 7 over there.
Negative 11.
Oh.
Is
No,
neg-
no.
13.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
7 minus 18 is negative 11. We get to stop. Why do we get to stop? Why are we writing this?
Because it's a negative.
And
Radicals can't equal negative.
square roots.
Never mind.
You're right. Square roots cannot be negative. Don't work this problem out. You'll get some weird answer anyway. No real solution.
Wait, you can't do it because of the negative square?
That's right. A square root cannot equal a negative answer. So when you isolate the square root symbol and you get that, you get to quit. But if this was a 3, you'd have to keep going. But it's not a 3. Don't change it. Let me hit undo. All right. Next one, problem 5. I don't know what the left side is. Could be positive or negative. We're going to have to solve it to find out. Is your square root symbol already by itself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then let's just square both sides, y'all. Okay, so on the right side, that's that. But y'all, what's on the left?
36x.
Very good. 36x.
Square.
Yes. Don't forget to square that x and the 30 and the 6.
But you already squared it.
Mhm.
36.
Right here. Good. That's it.
Why is there why is it raised to the second?
The x's, not the 36, just the x. Oh, what was there? Oh, y'all, look at these numbers. They're big numbers. I know that 24 and 36 are multiples of 12. Y'all, do 96 divided by 12. Do you get a whole number? What's 96 divided by 12?
8.
A whole number? Let's divide everything by 12. When you see big numbers, you gotta see if you can divide. All of our numbers in this unit should be small. So that's going to be 3x squared, and that's going to be 2x. What is it? 96 divided by 12?
Is that 9?
5? 7?
8. Or 8.
8. All right. Do you have an x squared term? Yeah, it's right there. What does it have to equal right underneath?
0.
Very good. It has to equal 0. Good. So guys, this is positive, this is moving, so 0 is going to be on this side. So it's going to be 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. And you have to factor. It has to factor. Remember I told you every time it's going to factor. If it doesn't factor, you got to go back and check your work. Everything's factorable.
6 and 4.
I love that.
Negative.
Yes. Why are you telling me 6 and 4? How did you get 6 and 4?
Multiply negative 8 by 3
We needed to add to a negative 2. One of them has to be negative. Which one?
negative 6.
Don't forget to divide by your a value. Alright, so here's our factors. This right here, that's negative 2. This right here, remember when it doesn't simplify, the bottom number goes in the front.
3x plus 4.
Cool. And then y'all know what x is. It's just the opposite signs of those. So x is going to equal a positive 2 and a negative 4/3. One of them's extraneous. Which one is it?
Negative 4/3.
It is the negative, but why? Sometimes negatives work. Why doesn't this one work?
Because it equals negative at the radical. When you plug it back in.
When I plug it in, what happens when you
6.
plug it in right there?
It becomes a negative. Okay,
So y'all, that negative has to go in parentheses. Put this one in braces. So we're going to have the cube root of x plus 2 equals negative 2. Y'all raise both sides to 3. That's all you got to do.
Will that get rid of the cube root?
It will. So it's just x plus 2 over there, right here. And then negative 8 minus 2 from both sides. What's the answer?
X equals negative 2.
It sure does. All right, so fractional exponents, you have a fraction. What's the denominator?
3.
You're going to raise both sides to 3. Not yet, though. Y'all see that, too? It is, so how do I get rid of it?
Dividing it.
By dividing it. We're going to divide both sides by 2. So this is going to be just x minus 50 to the 1/3. And then, y'all, that's a negative 5 over there. Put up that phone, put up that phone, put up that phone. Quit being weird. Raise both sides, 2, 3. So you're just going to have x minus 50 on that side. Negative 5 to the 3rd power is negative 125. Then y'all just add 50 to both sides. So x is going to be a negative 75. And remember, it's being raised to a cube root, so it can be positive, negative. Just make sure that you put it in the same sign. In the good sign, in the good group. After we raise everything to the 3rd power, we get this. Again, y'all need to be able to just rattle that off. What is that?
X squared minus 4. X plus 4.
Good. All right, do you have an x squared term? Yeah, right there. What does it have to equal under there?
0.
So x squared minus 4x, that 729 is going to be negative over here. So negative 729 plus 4 is negative 725. So I was keying this yesterday while y'all were taking your quiz. I was like, 725, nobody's going to want to factor that. That's going to be so hard to find. But remember, guys, anything that ends in a 25 is divisible by 25.
Really?
What's 725 divided by 25 on your calculator?
1,000.
But what else do that faster, guys?
What's 725 divided by 25? Perfect. What's 29 minus 25? What's 29 minus? That's it. That's our match. So 29 and 25 are the magic numbers there, but which one needs to be negative to make a negative 4?
25.
29. A negative 29 and a positive 25. So x just equals the opposite. So x is going to equal a 29 and a negative 25.
Do we have to do that?
Do what?